habits. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They took it to 10. Hey.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
That's 319. Number 53. Mike 53. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 319.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Week 5 for Aaron Jones, by the way, was a game for the ages at Dallas. 19 carries, 107 yards, 4 touchdowns. First Packer to run for 4 scores since Dorsey Levens 20 years ago, and the first player ever to run for 4 touchdowns against the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. 319.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. I'm coming after you. Hey, Echo. 53 is the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 53 is the mic. 53.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down now, it's Jones, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep.
Hey, high 7.
Check. Get 300. Get 300. 53.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. Only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
Right now, you 26. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Quit talking about it.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And it is incomplete. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it. So they take a big, big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. It's complete. It's Sproles. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Working from the gun. Wentz. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be from 56 yards out. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denying 3 points at the very end. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Hey, check 26.
53's the Mike. 53, check 53. In your...
Hey, orbit.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm on. Check, 53. Check, 53.
Throwing now is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Go.
Mike 52 right here. 52. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Come on, D. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Come for you.
Jump out.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Yeah, Liz.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
All right. Hey, Alpha.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Over.
Pick the edge.
Back north. Hey, Delta.
52's the mic. Watch Mike.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Fletcher Cox coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep is Darren Sproles. $49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando, and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put it on the ground.
Now Wentz. And this is caught by Jackson. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 73 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make them?
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Rodgers now to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The Packers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Kill. Turn it.
Lynn.
Turn up. Check
X3, 218, chopper. Check 30. Hey, zoom.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Don't get nervous.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to pump. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. From the gun, it's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go one more. Rush in. Rush in. Get 300. Get 300.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, this is Howard. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, 37 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
26. Mike 52.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
It's a gain of 14.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Get 300. Get 300. Hey, take 26.
Smith.
Throwing on second down. Rodgers flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Fletcher Cox, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. 52's the mic.
Bravo.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Inside. Buzz. Buzz.
Mike 52. Mike 52. Woo-hoo. New Mike 52. Mike 52.
Here's Rodgers operating from the gun. And he's going to go down again. Fletcher Cox, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Packers go for it. Rodgers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Escaping, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Kenny Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Zadarius Smith providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Two-jet bombers. Two-jet bombers.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check. Fresno. 50. Fresno.
Hey, exit.
52. Right here.
My 52.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Jump out.
Mike part two. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Shift.
Mike 50.
Hey, Haywood.
pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. No. Check that. We got Mike 52. We didn't get that.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Mike, here we go. Back. Waiting. Check, Mike 42. Set the tone, defense.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. They go with Howard again. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance.